Very good morning to all of you. It's really a sense of achievement standing in front of you with this program. This is the first of its kind. As Minister of Electronics and IT, and as we know DP today, I'm not going to talk about DP because everybody is talking of it, and I'm happy because I was the salesperson behind this act. So because I'm in Bangalore and my first job was technically in Bangalore after my first stint in Chennai, then I came in Bangalore, I was into information security. And why I'm calling it as a sales job, because once you get one idea to bring a law in the country, it's really a sales job. You have to go to all possible stakeholders and convince them that this will possibly solve the problems. And I could see that Professor has raised many questions still after the law, that this is not there. And I would sincerely admit that when you become part of the bureaucracy, then you really realize that multiple stakeholders are there, and coming out of something which is, I cannot say balanced, but addresses some concern of everybody itself is a very big challenge. This very program, I call it as a seed program today. We are sowing a seed into developer community today. Among about, I could say this is just 5% of the investment from Government of India to all the training of efforts, but I believe this will yield the most, because no matter, as sir said, the letter and the spirit. So the spirit will actually come when the developer community does something on ground, because like the professor says, something when it happens in the assignment, then the practical sense comes out. When in the board meeting something is discussed, and when really the implementers do something, it turns out. Because if they say that, okay, this is the most possible, say simply creating a website, and somebody says, okay, this is the only practical template for our company, then board members would at a point will have to surrender, okay, this is the way it will happen. So in that sense, when the developer community does something, we believe that then only this will happen. Our approach here has been to bring to you three things. First is some thought-provokingness from the academia side. CDAC has been a knowledge partner, has become knowledge partner for this, and I must admit Anoop's work in this, not discrediting you, but yes, sincerely he has put quite good energy and picking a subject, developing something around it. The whole course of content which you will see today has been crafted, like design, thought process was mine, but he has actually implemented. So I've seen the hard work going in there, so I really give sincere credit to you, sir. And how the technology is forcing us to do something. A simple example I would give is, remember a TV, a television. When we bought first LED TVs or that plasma TV or LCD TVs, you think of devices then. Devices then were also electronic devices, a limited purpose. You are watching TV, you are switching channels. There is no need of any update. So if that device electronically functions today, will function 20 years later also, because that function is limited. But now how we are forced to consume something, because technology is forcing us to update, not in our favor, in their favor. If you've used those Nokia 7760 6600 phones, you remember one single jar file was an application which was 128 kbs, 256 kb, and now you go into your phone, the same app I won't name, but would consume 2.5 GB. Why? Because earlier the technology was designed to solve something, and that's what it was. Now they are using us by that 2.5 GB. We are being consumed by that 2.5 GB. That's where they are recording what we are doing, how we are doing. So that force which technology pushes on us to unwillingly, unknowingly, forcefully get prey to them. So that's where our law comes in place, and this DPDP has possibly 1000 questions which have not been solved. Anonymization is one of them. What level, degree of anonymization, what would be the consent framework will be like. This one question came where whether I have to do consent this way, whether it will be a business challenge for me. All this is coming. So I say 1,000 questions unsolved, but 100 solved. Those 100 solved will further lead to solutions to possibly another 100, and then I would be here standing next year saying that we have solved 200. So that's I believe that's how I believe things progress. From 31st July 2017, I was posted or entrusted with this task of coming up with the act, and it took time, years and years. I claim that 1/3 of my professional life, what is my life only God knows, but my professional life is defined by the government. So I'm due to retire in 2047. So right. So in that sense, is 1/3 of my life gone into bringing to something which currently solves only 100 and raises 1,000 questions. So I'm happy that those 1,000 questions were raised. I'm happy that after your talk, we have yet not completed the day. The day is fully packed. We have asked Google to come. I have again a sales activity, because to bringing up to this, I know what kind of sales activity it requires. So I discussed with Google's top management at various forums, and then we partnered with them, and Google is presenting to us and bringing that element of open source categories they have. So our idea here in this program and going forward under this program is to bring all the open source pets technology. Till now, very honestly, I've been to all possible forums in the globe on this subject, and everybody introduces SPMC. One presentation says one presentation, 1/3 part of that presentation area would be used as SPMC, and nobody talks how to do it, what to do it. So that's what our approach in this program is, to bring pets. Our target audience here would be the final year engineering students, starting engineers, and anything and everything to do with engineers. When I was jokingly saying to Balaji, I said that I don't want anybody except above 40 to come into my program, exception for me, because I'll be soon reaching 40 and then I have to run the program. But my target is below 40 who will absorb these, and I believe once we introduce them hands-on to one open source, one way to do it. Nowadays with Claude, with all the coding support available, the world is more easier. I feel that, okay, you go onto Instagram, browse 3 reels about something in one direction, and then the technology will take you into that direction. People say it's more of distractions. I say it's more of enablement. When I go to students, I say it's a very enabling world. You first of all go to YouTube, delete your history, 5 new videos you search, and the 6th video will be in that direction. So life is easier, just the direction has to be decided, and we have chosen one direction of going into awareness to engineering community. And I am very sure sometimes you invest in one stock, and that kind of helps you to say, I'm in the government, I would say, if I was into corporate, I would say that would help you bring returns. I would say that will help me possibly minimize my losses. So in that sense, this is a very unique program. We'll slowly increase the intensity of these programs, make it reach more of the engineering students. And when I was a student, because this all comes from my own experiences where I worked into corporate, then came into government, and the amalgamation of engineering and law will be the only way to bring this forward. I've seen information security coming up as a very widely accepted normal for us. So now nobody needs to be sensitized on information security aspect. I'm very sure in 10 years we will be at a position nobody needs any sensitization on data protection and privacy aspects. So that is where you will help us, CDAC will help us, Google will help us, and taking that exception of being nearing 40 and going above 40 also, I'll be there in those programs. Thank you so much, and we'll do good something. And in the day, you will definitely, so I'll quantify. So there are 1,000 questions unsolved by DPDP, 100 possibly answered, and at least 10 will be answered to you by the day end. So that's how gradually we all grow. And thank you so much for coming here, taking a day out here, but I rest you assured that there will be a lot to take. The gathering is not that elaborate as expected, but smaller gathering means more engagement. So let's be hopeful that there will be at least 10, and if you at the end say that 11 were answered, I'll be more than happy. Thank you.